Yeah, well, that's a really good question. And I think both of those words are used so much at the moment. And so mindfulness is essentially the act of being aware in the present moment. So it's about awareness in the present moment, awareness of what's going on within you, awareness of what's going on outside of you, awareness of what's going on in the environment. So it's about cultivating an awareness, a stillness, and so from that space we are more easily able to observe our own reactions to things, respond and not react, if that makes sense. So we're able to feel like we're living more from a place of presence and calm rather than getting caught up in our emotional reactions. And you know, those sort of trigger points, and you know, it's totally fair to get annoyed about things and all those things, but we're observing it. We're not having emotions or reactions, but we're coming from a place of awareness, and we're observing within ourselves our own reactions, and from a place of, this is really key, non-judgment and curiosity. Because sometimes I work with people and they say, do you know what? I spent the last week trying to be aware or observe what was going on within me, and they actually spent the whole week kicking themselves for what they were feeling or what they were thinking. It's not about that. It's about whatever's going on is totally fine. It's about being just aware. And from that place, we can start to be more, I guess, mindful or more deliberate with our behaviours and our reactions, and know more about ourselves. So meditation is becoming still. It's not about getting rid of our thoughts. That's a whole nother sort of thing. But it's about becoming still, and through the act of meditating, it's more easy in our daily lives to become more mindful and more aware. So we're aware, we're mindful while we're meditating, but it also helps us to be more mindful and aware when we're going about our daily lives. So it's kind of they're interlinked, but meditation is like a tool, a strategy to help with living in a mindful way. It's one of the essentially the key element.
So in another attempt to delineate the two, I'm meditating, I'm being mindful,
yes.
But also most of the time, of course there's mindful meditation, which maybe fractures my attempt to delineate the two, but usually when I think of meditation, I think of someone sitting, focusing on the breath, keeping the forehead relaxed.
Yes.
Whereas mindfulness, I can be washing up and being mindful and just being aware of my presence, being aware of the sensations.
Absolutely.
But can I be meditating and washing up?
Well, do you know what? So this is where it is a little bit interlinked, because there is like what's known as walking meditation or moving meditation. So if you're fully present in that moment and just observing, just being in that moment of being absorbed in what you're doing, you know, athletes call it like in the zone or whatever, like that. But you can be in that way more often with daily kind of stuff. Like, so if you're doing the dishes and you're being very present with what you're doing, and you're noticing the sensations of the hot water and the dishes and you know, the texture of the whatever you're washing up and the view you're looking at out the window and what's going on right now, that can almost be like a meditation in the sense that you're being very present and aware. So they do overlap, but the classic meditation of sitting in one spot and being still and going inward, that's complementary but slightly separate to the act of being mindful and aware of what's going on within you and without you as you go about your day.
Yeah.